Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to invite you to think of values or personal values that you hold very dear to you. And I'm going to give you a few seconds. Okay, so a value is a principle or a example of what you feel that life has to offer that is very rewarding. So examples of values could entail kindness. A value might be self-love, exercise. A value could be family, work, maybe your particular religion or spiritual path, animals. So these are values that basically you hold very dear and you think that are irreplaceable and that could never be replaced, or they could never be a subject that could ever have enough money to put in its place. This is a value. So oftentimes when we are unhappy or we are in a place of stress or uncomfortableness or not satisfied, it's usually because a value has been taken away from you or you're not following your values. So this is oftentimes why people that make a lot of money, or maybe they're a very successful model, or they have maybe a lot of friends, but they wonder why they are unhappy, and it's because they are not living through their personal values. So I think that your values can change based on age and how you basically your experiences in life. So oftentimes we have experiences to be able to let us know what value we might want instead of the one that we're holding now, or basically pain, in my opinion, any sort of pain is basically a value that you are not living through, or you feel that someone else has, or someone's opinion has taken its place. So this is what happens, in my opinion, when we feel that we can't conform or we don't feel a sense of belonging, is because we have basically thrown out several of our values, such as loyalty, happiness, staying true to yourself, maybe it's money, maybe it's financial stability, and basically in order to fit into someone's mold or to conform or find a sense of belonging, you have thrown all of these values out. In its place, you have developed someone else's opinion has become in its place, and this person might not have any of the same values as you have. Maybe their life path is completely different than yours, and so human beings are meant to connect. They are meant to be social creatures, and we constantly want a sense of belonging. So oftentimes we think if we conform, and what I mean by conform is basically we throw out all of our sense of self or what we really want and basically become someone's puppet in order to have we feel like it's the closest thing we'll get to belonging, or so we feel like conformity is like the second best. If you want to conform, basically throw out all your values and you'll become someone else, and you will be able to have that sense of connection, but you will not feel happy. So oftentimes sense of belonging and values will come together. So if you stay true to your values, you will find the right people. People that hold the same values as you do, or are on similar wavelengths, they will never ask you to change. They will never ask you to be someone else or make different choices, because they realize that this is your journey and this is your life path. So you're not going to feel like, oh, I need to do my hair different, or I can't say this, or I need to dress different, or I should probably find a different job, or I shouldn't probably bring up that. You're not going to feel so like on eggshells. With the right people, they will appreciate the values that you have. So if you don't know what your values are, that might be a good place to start. So it's very helpful to write your values down. If you have no idea what your values are, another technique or opportunity to see what your values are is basically think of a time when you felt happy or peaceful. So if you're a person that has a hard time feeling peaceful or happy, it might be helpful to at least think of a time when you felt neutral, or you didn't feel happy or sad. And I want you to identify what your surroundings were, what you did that day, your thought process, what did you wear that day, and oftentimes they will give clues into what your values are. So typically on a day when I feel really peaceful or happy, I'm usually with my wife. I usually have a cup of coffee. I am surrounded by nature. These are the values that I have. Nature is a very big value for me. My life is a very big priority for me. Coffee is a value. I like to, maybe that day I wrote a lot, or I was able to make someone smile. Okay, these are values that I have, and I notice when I do these things that I feel more happy. So if you are a person that is unhappy or doesn't have a sense of peace, then it might be time to start writing your values. So think of a day when you felt pretty neutral. What did you wear that day? And then think of the thought process that you might have had, or what did you eat that day? And then write these things down and see if this is a particular value that you might want to continue to have. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.